You know, it's very inspirational when you have a team of mothers, of directors, that have taken and empowered our children with the understanding of a healthy, safe, and clean world. A lot of us out here supporting Grades of Green, and you do get an A grade. We come together right here in this place we call Humalu. Now we call it Malibu, where the waves crash loudly. For 14,000 years our ancestors have been here. Now you build your homes, raise your children, harvest your food, bury your dead on this land. When our children are born into the world, their birthright is to have a healthy world. Healthy land, water, and air. We tell the children, all children of all backgrounds, that when they were born into this world and they cried that first sound, that's the sound of their freedom. And to never be quiet. To step up and step forward and be heard and fight for their right for a healthy world. A lot of things have happened in history that we can't dwell and carry the burden of history's mistake. We got to go back one day before history did this to our people and to anybody else that follows us. We encourage our children that they'll be the next mothers and fathers and leaders of tomorrow, and we'll be gone. Because when we're born, we begin to die. And that's life, and no one has the right to impact, pollute, or destroy this place we call home. I want you to join me in a ceremony when we come together. We honor the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, and helpers and keepers. And I'd like to follow that up and finish that up with a song to these beautiful women that are the directors and that have taken the responsibility and made such a big difference in our school systems with Grades of Green. Homanakwish. To the north, to the bear and the eagle. The bear represents the strength of the mother, the power of the land. And the eagle soars high in the sky with great vision, looking down, protecting the land from any danger. Some of us have to become that protector of the land. And here's proof of 4 women that have taken that role to protect the health of our children. This is the time of the new sun, the time of the winter, the time of reflection. To remember the year that's gone by, the choices we've made, the loved ones that we've lost and stay in our heart and spirit, and the decisions we make for the year to come. Homanakwish. And we go to the east where the sun rises and life enters the land. We call this Ulu, the time of the spring, the time of the deer and the hawk. The deer represents life. Everything from the deer is used. Before, when we went to harvest the deer, we would say a prayer or a gratitude for this creature that we're going to bring home and feed our families. Today we go to a store and it's all packaged up. We don't even say thank you to this creature anymore. We just go and buy it without any prayer, without any gratitude. We turn on the faucet and there's water. We don't even have to cook. We can call for a pizza. We become very lazy people, and we've lost our connection and balance with life that has sustained us for thousands of years. And the hawk is a reminder that every day the sun rises is another day of life. Another day to appreciate your mother, father, and friends and family, and brothers and sisters. This is the time of the spring when the wilderness and the wildlife are flourishing. The deer, the rabbits and squirrels are having their baby, the birds are nesting, laying their eggs. This is where life enters the land and the breath of the sun comes upon the land and gives us its vitamin, its nourishment, and things begin to grow. A time of renewal. We call this Ulu. Oh, no. Then we have Manawan, to the time of the south, the time of the summer, the time of the warm winds. This is the time of the snake and the owl. The snake is the one in the ground feeling the heartbeat of the mother, teaching us about love and care and the emotions and the compassion and nourishment of our mothers. And the owl, like our elders, our grandmothers and grandfathers, and their wisdom as they hold our hand and take us on their journey of life. We honor them as they become fragile and become elders. Just yesterday morning, I went to a place. My uncle called me to do a prayer for his friend, and he passed away right when I got there. And I'll be doing the same thing in 2 days for my own auntie. Life is precious. Life is special. Don't take it for granted. Our elders represent the clarity of mind and spirit. And as we hold our children's hand and walk him in the path of our life and share our story, there'll come a day we'll let them go and they'll find their independence. And we hope and pray for the best and to their health and safety. Aho manao. Then we have Wotoko to the west where the sun sets and the day ends. This is the time of the fall, the time of the dolphin and the ravens. The dolphins we call alukoi, our blue dolphins. And we too one day will go through our transition when it'll be our last sunset. We have our creation story where our people come from the islands of Lemu, these Channel Islands. And they overcrowded and our resources were dwindling. And Mutash, our earth goddess, gave us this beautiful rainbow bridge to come to a place where there's an abundance of land and food for the future. And they were warned not to look down, because if they looked down, they would fall and die as they hit the ocean below. And as they fell and they couldn't resist the temptation, before they hit the waters, their bodies started changing. And they started getting silky and smooth. And as they hit the ocean below, they arose to their first breath and had turned into dolphins. Alukoi, our blue dolphins. Our brothers and sisters of the ocean. The time of the fall when we harvest and prepare for the colder months ahead. We teach our children about the medicinal plants of the land and to give before you take. We travel these oceans and coastlines, and now the water has risen 150 feet in the last 10,000 years. Our villages are submerged in these waters here. From Humaliwu to Halam, to Mugu, which is Muwu, Heneme, Wainimi, to Shiami, and Simi. Those are Chumash words, Chumash villages. And now, this is the places throughout these coastlines that we call home. We have a responsibility together. Homenakwish ulu, menaong watoko hoka kunamahwe. Kilo sa kalaho. Iniko siya laho. Iniko siya na nawe eno eno. Kilo sa kapaye, iniko siya laho. Iniko siya now. Kikumuma. And to Alohoten, our grandmother, when the moon is full. And to all the mothers and wives and daughters that give us life, we honor our women. The last chief of the Chumash was a woman. And sometimes we tell our children, ask your mother, who's the chief, her or dad? We have very, very powerful women in our lives today. And they've taken the responsibility and leadership. Thank our Creator for that. Oma. I'd like to give you the Willow Song. That's where we build our homes from, to secure our family, to protect them from the elements, and to gather here as a human family. We come from many different backgrounds, different color, skin, religion, language, and food. We're a world of diversity, and we are a human family. And that we learn from one another and not repeat the mistakes of history. Oh. Let's give a hand to these beautiful